The day before my wedding was supposed to be a whirlwind of joy and last-minute preparations. Instead, it turned into a nightmare that would haunt me forever. As I sat on my bed in the bridal suite, my phone buzzed with an anonymous message that would shatter my world. "You deserve to know the truth about Adam before it's too late." Attached to the message were photos of my fiancé, Adam, arm in arm with another woman. In one of the pictures, they were cutting into an engagement cake, smiling at each other like they were the happiest couple in the world. The timestamp on the image was just a few weeks old. My heart raced as I scrolled through the photos, each one a dagger to my chest. This couldn't be true. Adam couldn't be engaged to someone else. I tried to convince myself it was some cruel prank, but the pit in my stomach told me otherwise. My best friend and maid of honor, Lily, found me in tears, clutching my phone. "What happened?" she asked, alarmed. I handed her the phone, unable to form words. Her expression shifted from confusion to anger as she processed the images. "That lying bastard," she muttered. "We need answers. Now." Lily was always the proactive one, and within minutes, she was dialing Adam's number. When he didn't answer, she insisted we go to his apartment. I wasn't sure what I'd say to him, but I knew I couldn't stay in that suite, drowning in my own despair. When we arrived, Adam's car was in the driveway. My heart pounded as we climbed the steps to his door. Lily knocked. Forcefully, her determination unwavering. Moments later, the door opened, and there he stood, looking startled to see us. "Jessica? Lily? What are you doing here?" Adam asked, his voice tinged with unease. I held up my phone, the photos on full display. "Care to explain this?" I demanded, my voice trembling. His eyes darted to the screen, and his face paled. For a moment, he was silent, as though trying to calculate his next move. "It's not what it looks like," he finally said, his tone defensive. Lily scoffed. "Oh, so you're not engaged to another woman? Because it sure looks like you are." Adam's shoulders slumped, and he let out a heavy sigh. "Okay, yes, I was engaged to someone else. But it's over. It's been over for months." "Months?" I echoed, my voice rising. "That photo was taken 3 weeks ago, Adam." 3 weeks? Were you planning to marry us both and see who figured it out first?" He reached for my hand, but I pulled away. "Jessica, please, listen to me. I ended things with her, but she's been persistent. She doesn't want to let go. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to ruin what we have." I stared at him, my mind racing. Could he be telling the truth? Or was this just another layer of his lies? Lily, however, wasn't buying it. "So, you're saying this woman, who you were recently engaged to, is still chasing you, and you just forgot to mention it to your fiancé?" she said, her tone dripping with sarcasm. Adam's jaw tightened. "It's complicated," he admitted. "No," I said, finding my voice. "What's complicated is trying to figure out why the man I was going to marry tomorrow has been lying to me." "How could you do this to me, Adam?" His silence was deafening. As I turned to leave, something extraordinary happened. The air around us seemed to shimmer, and a glowing portal materialized in the living room. Lily and I froze, staring in disbelief as a tall, cloaked figure stepped through. The stranger carried a staff adorned with crystals that pulsed with an ethereal light. "Jessica," the figure said, its voice resonating with a melodic cadence. "You have been chosen. The betrayal you have suffered has unlocked a rare gift within you, one that must not go to waste." "What? What are you talking about?" I stammered, unable to tear my eyes away from the glowing staff. "You are a seer," the figure explained. "Your heartbreak has awakened your ability to perceive truths hidden from others. But with this gift comes a choice: stay here and confront the mundane lies of this world, or join us and step into a realm where your power will be honed and used to shape destiny." Lily's grip on my arm tightened. "Jessica, what is going on? Who is this?" Adam stood frozen, his eyes wide with fear and confusion. The figure extended a hand toward me. "Time is short. The decision is yours." I looked at Adam, then at Lily, and finally at the cloaked figure. My world had already been upended, and the thought of stepping into the unknown was both terrifying and thrilling. I took a deep breath and reached out to grasp the figure's hand. The moment our hands touched, a surge of energy coursed through me. The room dissolved into a cascade of light and color, and I felt myself being pulled into a new realm. When the light faded, I stood in a grand hall filled with other seers, each radiating an aura of power and wisdom. The hall was vast, its marble floors inlaid with intricate golden runes that pulsed with a rhythmic glow. Towering windows stretched up to the domed ceiling, showcasing a kaleidoscope of skies that shifted between dawn, dusk, and the depths of a starry night. Seers in flowing robes moved gracefully, their whispers forming a harmonious melody that filled the air with an electric charge. "Welcome to the Nexus," the figure said, lowering its hood to reveal a striking face with glowing eyes and silvery hair that seemed to flow like liquid light. "This is where those chosen by destiny gather to learn, to grow, and to shape the threads of reality itself." As I gazed around in awe, another figure approached. She was a woman with an aura of serene power, her eyes resembling twin galaxies. "I am Liara, keeper of the Nexus," she said, her voice both soothing and commanding. "Jessica, your arrival marks the beginning of a path unlike any other. Your gift as a seer will allow you to uncover truths and see beyond the veils that cloud others' perceptions. But first, you must be tested." "Tested?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Liara nodded. "The gift you bear is powerful, but it requires mastery. You must face the shadow trials, a series of challenges designed to awaken your full potential and prepare you for the role you are destined to play in this world." The mention of trials sent a shiver down my spine, but a part of me felt exhilarated. I had spent my life following paths laid out by others, but this was something entirely new. For the first time, I felt a sense of purpose that was wholly my own. The shadow trials were unlike anything I could have imagined. The first trial tested my ability to discern truth from illusion. I found myself in a labyrinth of mirrors, each reflecting a version of myself, the joyful bride-to-be, the heartbroken woman betrayed by Adam, and an ethereal version of me glowing with the power of a seer. Voices whispered around me, some encouraging, others mocking. "Jessica, you're nothing without him," one voice hissed. "You are destined for greatness," another countered. I had to focus, to separate my fears and insecurities from the truth. Closing my eyes, I listened not to the voices, but to the steady rhythm of my heart. When I opened them, the correct path revealed itself, leading me out of the maze. In the second trial, I faced my greatest fears. The Nexus conjured a vision of Adam and the woman from the photos, happy and laughing together. My initial reaction was pain. But as I observed, I realized something. The vision was shallow, lacking the depth of real emotion. It was an illusion designed to test my resolve. "This isn't real," I declared, and the vision dissolved. The final trial was the most challenging. I was tasked with weaving a thread of truth into the fabric of destiny itself. Liara guided me to a loom that glowed with a celestial light. Each thread represented a choice, a truth revealed, or a lie uncovered. As I worked, I felt the weight of responsibility. This was not just about me, it was about shaping the world. When the trials were complete, Liara and the other seers welcomed me as one of their own. My powers as a seer were fully awakened, and I could see the threads of fate intertwining around me. Returning to the mortal world was bittersweet. I confronted Adam one final time, not out of anger, but to close that chapter of my life. "I see you now, Adam," I told him. "Not the man I loved, but the man you truly are. And I deserve better." He tried to apologize, but his words no longer had power over me. I walked away, my heart lighter than it had been in days. My journey as a seer had just begun, and though the road ahead was uncertain, I knew I was no longer defined by betrayal or heartbreak. I was something more, a weaver of truth, a guardian of destiny, and a woman who had found her strength in the unlikeliest of places.